What's up, y'all? Salute, y'all. Full day worth of grilling is over. Been grilling, y'all. I grilled from, basically, I grilled from 10 a.m., really 10 a.m., 15 a.m., all the way to like 4. Look, it was crazy, y'all. So like 9 slabs of ribs, like 3 packs of chicken, hot dogs. It was wild. It was crazy. But look, all that out the way, I want to talk to y'all about Iowa. I want to talk to y'all about why not Iowa? Why not? It's my team, right? Let's talk about my team. Let's talk about the Hawkeyes. So, look, I'm anticipating this season so much. Like every Iowa season is anticipated for me. And what do I always say? The people that's been rocking with me since day one. What do I always say? I'm Iowa, even if we go 3-31 or 31-3. I'm in there. I'm in there with everything I have. Passion, commitment, confidence that we're going to continue to push this thing forward. If we hit a snag, whatever the case may be, I'm still rocking. When we lost 6 games last season, things got real bleak, didn't they? Things got real bleak. Wouldn't you say they got real bleak? I say they would. I say they did. But you know what, man? Coach Jan Jensen, we pulled through. She pulled us through. Lucy Olsen, a couple of times, she found herself on the bench at the end of the game. She ain't stressed it. And look at it now in the WNBA. You got to stay ready. You got to keep your head on the swivel, and you got to stay always prepared because you never know when your next opportunity is coming. So Lucy Olsen, man, salute to her. Shout out to her. I can't remember. I've done so many videos. I don't know if I did a thank you video to just, thank you for everything that she brought for us last season. But look, we a couple of months away from embarking on a new journey. And, I'm so deep in this Hawkeyes thing as always. And I can't wait. The anticipation is high because I've been waiting for Addison Deal to debut for the Hawkeyes for 2 years. And simply put and plain, I like the confidence of this kid. I like, the eagerness to learn. I like the approach she takes to the game. Lighthearted but competitive. She doesn't mind, mixing it up. She's learning to be more physical. She's learning the ropes of collegiate women's basketball. And I'm just happy that she came to Iowa, and without trying to, say that, we have somebody who could do for us what Caitlin Clark did, because we should not go there. We should not say that anybody could do for this program that what Caitlin Clark did. What we need to do is embrace each player for what they are. Lucy Olsen, we did a great job of embracing her for what she is. She was fantastic. And I think we just need to do the same with Addison Deal. And also, keep in mind, she's a freshman. So, my goodness, that car went past doing about 100. Wow. But, we should just keep in mind that Addison Deal is a freshman. We should keep in mind that she might have some rough performances. We should also keep in mind that she might absolutely dazzle us. You can't put too much pressure on a freshman, especially if, they bestow to her, everything. And what I mean by that is if they start her, if they ask Addie to, give us offense instantly, if they ask her to close, if she looks like she's capable, then let her. But one thing I think that I recognize with this team is that there's so many options and there's so much depth that we shouldn't be asking Addie Deal to give us 20 to 28 a night. I think that would be crazy in her freshman season. I think that you can get contributions from so many players. So then let's just do just that, But I'm really just speaking to y'all in terms of anticipation. Like Deal for me is one of those players that I just been super, super excited to watch. And the years, I was just counting them off. I was just excited to say, oh, her freshman year is coming. It's finally here. So look. I know that y'all excited too. I know that y'all feel the same way as I do. Not with just Deal, but with everybody. I think we all are. I think we're excited to watch Deal. Excited to watch Ava Heiden year number 2. We're excited to watch, Kylie Fearback, who came back for a 5th season. So we want to see how that turns out. Will she, turn into a breakout scorer? We just excited, and we're going to enjoy Taylor McCabe and Hannah Stolke. And again, Kylie Fearback. We're going to enjoy the seniors' final seasons. Because it's the last hurrah for them. Jada Jenfey included. I feel like I'm missing a senior. I'm sure I am. And then we'll just be embracing the players that came over from the transfer portal. Thankful that they did. Very thankful that, they believe in this Iowa program enough to come over. And that's Chit Chat Right. and Emily Rodriguez. Where could this Iowa team land? I think in the Big Ten. Interestingly enough, I think this team could finish in the top 3. It'd be a big, tall task to say we could win it. I wouldn't put nothing out of possibility of measure of happening. If we gel together, anything could transpire. If the chemistry is built, which I think this team is really close, even though we got players, we got so much diversity on this team, just in terms of, just where everyone's from, culture, just market, obviously that's where they from. We got just so many, eligibility years. We got everything except for juniors. We got freshmen, sophomores. So yeah, this team is going to give you a lot of inside presence, and then it also has outside shooting. Outside shooting is ideal with Taylor McCabe, Addie, Kylie. Kylie Levine could get out there and shoot threes if she's able to play. Journey can shoot outside shots. Ava and even Layla Hayes, they might be working on stretching their game out. If they can just get middies, that would be great. And then Hannah Stokey, Hannah Stokey pretty much, she got an inside game. Of course, she can rebound. I like how she blocks shots, but she can get stronger in that department. Her free throws have improved. They could continue to do so. And then the only thing I think with Hannah is just working on ball handling, post angles, when you're going up against taller players, and perhaps she can stretch the floor. That would be wonderful. I don't know if Hannah Stokey is going to be able to stretch the floor like shooting threes in her final season, but if she does that, hey, the WNBA will be so happy, because then she would show, hey, I can stretch the floor. So she could have like a Cam Brink kind of growth where she could just say, oh, you know what, I'm going to add the 3-point shot. You wish she would have been adding it before the single season, but hey, if she adds it now, it's never too late. And yeah, I'm just excited for this. I'm just excited for the season, y'all. I keep saying that. I said it like three or four times this video. But look, I guess I want to ask y'all anticipating this season? Because I know you are. So let me know 1 to 10 how much you anticipating this Hawkeye season, and who are you looking forward to watching play? This is RC, and I'm out.